What is good, guys? It's your boy Darian, man, back at it again with another review. We got Eminem, straight from the lab, part three. Now, apparently, this is like a leak. There's like three parts to this leak that I didn't even know. Um, but this obviously caught my eye because shout out to Knox Hill, an amazing hip hop head and also someone that raps himself, big YouTuber. Made some leak videos that I watched that were really good, and I was like, what's happening? How is M got all these? And these are legit. This is not no AI shit. This is legit Eminem leaks. And usually I remember when back in the day, Marshall Mathers, yeah, I think it was the Marshall Mathers LP or the Some Shady LP. And there was the King Mathers, and there was leaks there. Didn't really like it. I wouldn't review that because I just don't want to. But this is different. This is from different eras of Eminem, and boy, oh boy, are they fucking good. Now, I would put a link in the video, um, so you could go check it out and listen to it yourself and see what you think. But they are tracking down on all the part threes right now. If anything, go search up Eminem, straight from the lab. You might at least be able to listen to part one and part two before part three officially probably comes out later on, and they don't care about taking it down. Who knows? Because part one and part two still up. So maybe as time goes on, they will officially release part three. It's weird. I don't know. But for now, in order to find these tracks, you gotta get lucky that within the time frame you see it on YouTube, I listen to it at that exact moment and just know within like maybe 3, 4 hours that shit will get taken down from that channel. So enough said. Let's talk about this. It's really fucking good, and let's talk about it. And we're just gonna start off with Antichrist '05, the MJ disc. This is something that not gonna lie to you, when I first heard Knoxville talk about, I was like, what the fuck? There's an MJ disc out there from Eminem, and we have no ability to listen and enjoy it ourselves. I am pissed. And who would have thought that it would have been Antichrist from the Death of Some Shady, of course. And it's really fucking good, and it is really fucked up, and it is still really enjoyable because if you originally listen to the Antichrist, it's still, it's basically like a P. Diddy diss, you got Benzino at the end. It's a really good beat. Eminem goes off. But I really do enjoy this MJ just a little bit more just because it's against one of the biggest pop stars of all time. Rest in peace, of course, Michael Jackson. And it goes very in a fucked direction of being the perspective of Michael Jackson and doing all these fucked up things that obviously the allegations, Neverland, of course, and it is insane. But I love it. It's definitely low key the best track on here, but it's not. There's a lot of better tracks than this one. Marshall Powers. I'm trying to remember what era of Eminem this is. Um, I I don't know. I'm not giving it. It might have been Relapse. It could have been MMO post MMOP2. MMO, yeah, Marshall Mathers LP2. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. It's still really good though. He goes off for like a minute 30 and does this fucking thing. I love it. Great song. Love Drunk. This is during I think the recovery era, if I'm correct. It might be. Or if it's not, it might be Relapse, but it's just a really typical Eminem song. I love it a lot though because he sings way better on this track than most of his like fucked up like toxic toxic relationship tracks. It just sounds better. It's really fucking good, and I honestly really like it a lot. On Twisted Freestyle, this was during the revival time, and as much as I don't like revival, like the rest of the people do, and shout out to Eminem fans that love it. I'm sorry, you guys are stans. Um, there were a lot of elements of Revival that I think were really good, and I thought honestly brought a lot of good in Eminem. Whether it was his, Walk on Water, or whether it was, I forgot, well, Framed was an amazing song that I could still repeat to this day because it's just so wonky and different, and I feel like that led more to the Music to Be Murdered by era with his more wonkier songs on there. There's a lot of good shit, and there was also another track that I think had a lot of issues, but had a lot of like it was kind of like I'm Twisted Freestyle, and it's just a good song. And this song makes a lot of great references and shit. Eminem just playing around, enjoying himself, and there's no chorus on it, which I mean, I feel like uh, I forgot what that one song on Revival was, but that was really fucking good. Where he went off, the chorus is ass. It's just it's a good song, and I wish this could have been more Revival. Sadly, it didn't live up to the hype. And this was also a rap track, which I mean, no offense, but Revival's not. It's known for being kind of like Scorpion. It was like half. I'm kind of being rap. Actually, no, it was like a portion of rap, a portion of like mixed country America disgustingness. But I guess it's going against. I don't know. It's just it's rock country. It's super weird. It's not good. And then a mix of pop. It's that's the biggest issue with it. It's too much of everything. Antichrist interlude, cool. Um, Sociopath featuring 50 Cent. This was during the Curtain Call era. Um, this is such a good track. I don't know why it's never been released. 50 Cent does his thing on it, but Eminem shines. The beat's fucking good. I want the Eminem 50 Cent collaboration album now if I can hear stuff like this. Also, don't scratch stuff like this. I mean, if you have stuff like this in the vault, like, I'm just wondering, like, if there's really good, because I'm gonna review straight from the part two and part one now that I've heard this. I'm wondering if there's really some great Eminem vault stuff. Which I mean, there's a lot of like hidden Eminem disses towards a lot of people that we have never heard on Spotify or Apple. But it's just surprising. So, like, for example, Smack You. Smack You is not on the mixtape. But I just added it on there because it's another leak that happened. Bro, Eminem sampled the one and only Against All Odds Tupac. I don't give a shit. Tupac, and that shit sounds amazing. And he destroys Ja Rule once again on it. Absolutely kills him, slaughters him, slaughterhouses him. We're gonna talk about that track. And then he goes off after fucking the one and only Suge Knight and really goes in on the fact that Suge Knight really put out the hit on somehow on Pac and fucking Notorious B.I.G. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a great track though. It's a fucking great track. You gotta listen to it. Follow Me featuring Nate Dogg. I don't know what era this one was at all. But this shit sounds good as fuck. It sounds like one of them songs that I feel like how 50 Cent could have made back in the day. This sounds really fucking good. Or it might have been during his I don't know. But yeah, it sounds good. Nate Dogg sounds good. It's just a typical. It could be low key a misogynistic track. I don't really give a shit. It sounds good. It seems like more of a club banger, if anything. Yeah, it's a good song. Keys to My Room. This was during his relapse days. Yeah. Which that album not the biggest fan of. I don't hate it. There's a lot of good ideas. I love his sound, even though sounds so demonic and very fucked up considering all the drugs and all the fucked up shit that he was taking, obviously, throughout the time, almost killed himself. Um, but yeah, this song is great. Uh, Song is great, kind of like evilish. I like it. The best song on this shit is Trade Off featuring Slaughterhouse. Holy fuck, did everyone not have to go that hard? The beat's not even that good. I'll admit this. The beat's not even that good. It's not awful, it's just not that good. But everyone had an amazing verse. Royce, Eminem, Joe Budden, King Crooked, whoever else is on the team. I'm sorry, I don't know Slaughterhouse like that. I'm my bad, my bad. Um, Everyone had an amazing verse. Everyone did great. Like they actually all just did fucking amazing. Easy the best track. Jump Out, short track. I don't really. It's just a short chorus track. It was a track he made for Dr. Dre for his what the fuck is that album called? I don't follow Dr. Detox album. I think yeah. It was a reference track. Cool, enjoyable. I like it. Take it. It's MMO post MMLP2 track. But it's basically an interlude. It's only like it's 2 minutes. It's not long. It doesn't really do much. Yeah. Freak featuring Anderson .Paak and Westside Boogie. This is during post in between obviously the wow, why do I keep forgetting? Music to be Murdered by. Song is so good, and I'm gonna be honest, the song is so good. I love Anderson, I love West Side, I love the beat. I even like the chorus a lot, but I love Eminem, but I have to admit when he makes bad bars and when he kind of ruins the track for me, I will admit when he does it. And he ruined this one, man. I just did not need him on it. His bars were not fun. His bars, I mean, I guess they do have the theme of a freak, but they're just so and they kind of just make me wonder like I know this is music to be murdered by era, but honestly, to me, this is music to be murdered by too, because there was a lot of bad tracks on I did not like that album at all. I mean, I don't think Evan was trying. I feel like he made this when he was making music to be murdered by two by that time already. So I would put it on that side, not the first one, because the first one actually had a lot of well, actually, it could have been first one. First one had a lot of corny ass bars too. The difference is there was a lot of great choruses, a lot of great features, and I could bypass a lot of the corny Eminem bars. This one just sounded disgusting. I just couldn't. I couldn't. I, the song's so good. The song is really good, but like, I just don't want Eminem on it, and it's just like it makes me sad. Seasons. I'm sorry. I get it. This was supposed to be the single for Recovery, but the sample didn't get cleared. I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I'll be honest with you. Sample sounded all right, I guess. I know it was a Led Zeppelin sample, I guess, but like, eh. I'll be honest with you. I'm happy the ones that he chose were so much better. Love the way you lie and all that. I'll take the poppy route instead. I'm not a big fan. Ritz. Yeah, I hate the chorus. Like the chorus sucks. The song itself is not that bad. The chorus is just like actually one of the worst choruses Eminem has made. Like, yeah, there's probably like a top 10 bad choruses for Eminem. Yeah, the chorus goes on there. Yeah, yeah, for that one. But yeah, overall, 8 out of 10. So it's a good tape. It's a good tape. I would suggest get to it, listen to it before it